So Derek, we're getting very close to the end of the transfer window now. Anything new to report?
No ins or outs. We're obviously finished tomorrow night at 11 o'clock.
Do you expect anything to change before then?
We might, only might have an in and an out. We don't know that yet, but at this moment in time, we'll just have to wait and see.
Last time we talked, you mentioned that you thought Cole Stockton would remain a Morecambe player. Is that still the case?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had any bids that are acceptable, and the club's stance has been that they've got a value on the player. They've looked at the market, second highest goal scorer in the league, and they see the value that other players have been going for over the last window, and the value that we have and the offers that we have received have been, far lower than we'd expected.
Do you expect that situation to change? Because some teams and managers sort of panic, don't they, as the window closes, that could change?
You never know. Some clubs might run into a pot of money and feel that they want to spend big in the last few hours of the transfer window. We'll have to wait and see, but as it's gone at this moment in time, the offers have been very low.
Is that one of the stresses for a manager, that if that situation were to change, you've got virtually no time to replace?
Yeah, I mean, we can't do anything about it because the club have a value on a player, and if that value is met, then that player will leave the football club. And yes, it leaves the manager in a difficult situation, and we have to see what it is come tomorrow night.
How do you assess the window so far for you?
Yeah, we've taken in 10 players. We'd have liked to have been more active, but I've always said it was going to be a difficult window for us because the amount of players that we had in contract, the amount of budget that was taken up. So there was nearly 75% taken up, and we've been able to navigate it, very well.
Is it a relief for you when the window closes?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the window should be still going on during the start of the season. I understand why it is for the Premier League clubs, but when you're in League One and League Two, it's not such a big thing that foreign clubs are going to come and take your players.
Yeah, that's quite a debate, isn't it? This suggestion that the window should close when the season starts.
Yeah, I mean, it's not fair, really, for clubs, to come into such a period. We've already played 9 games of the season and the window is still open, but we'll see what happens today and tomorrow and take it from there.
Bristol Rovers on Saturday. What do you need to put right from the defeat against MK Dons going into that game?
Yeah, probably more clinical. That's our biggest problem at this moment in time, is that we created 17 chances last week against MK Dons, and MK Dons did exactly the same against us, but they were more clinical on the day, and we just have to be better in front of goal.
Yeah, it's interesting you should say that, because people would think, you lost 4-0 at home. Defence is the issue, despite being so tight before then.
Yeah, I mean, it was, the great finishes. Gregg's 2 finishes were very good. We probably could have defended it better with the movement, but when you have quality players like him in your team, then you've got an opportunity. Yeah,
that's what struck me, actually. You've got Will Grigg, that's a quality striker, isn't it? And whatever Morecambe does, being able to compete with that level of finance, to have someone like that in your team is a massive disadvantage, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the only reason we're in League One is because we've done well enough to be there, and we all enjoy being in League One. We know the difficulties that are going to be there. We're not one of the big boys, we're not one of the middle tables, we're down the bottom of the table for a reason, because financially we don't have the power to bring in these top players. But what we have is we've got a good group of players that are wanting to do well in League One and see if we can stay here for another season.
How do you assess Bristol Rovers? Because they've got this huge momentum at that tremendous end to last season when they got promoted on the last day of the season. Do you see them as one of the bigger clubs at this level, despite being League Two last season?
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the bigger clubs because fan base wise, it's excellent. It's a really good atmosphere when you go there, and they've got a squad that they've built, from last season into this season, and it is very strong.
You gave a lot of players a run out against Everton's youngsters last night. What did you learn from that?
Yeah, I mean, it was just about, we gave 6 of them starts for the first time this season. So it was game time for them. It was an opportunity for them to get 90 minutes, and everyone came through it and did well, and we were delighted at that. We scored 3 goals, and it was a good win for us.
And what is the latest injury illness situation? Because you had quite a few players unavailable, didn't you?
Yeah, we've all got the same squad as we have had for Tuesday night's game, so we've got the same 18 from Tuesday night.
But there could be one coming, one going, depending on tomorrow.
Yeah, it might be that we have one in, one out. That just is on a knife edge at this moment in time.